Hi, third graders. I hope you're doing great today. It's a sunny day out there, so hopefully you're doing great. So today is Thursday, March 19th, and as you can see, we're on session 5 on polygons, quadrilaterals, and tangrams. So in this lesson, what we want to do is we want to identify what polygons are, rectangles, and also some quadrilaterals, and then we're going to identify some of their attributes. So if you're ready to start, we're going to continue. So the number one thing we want to know is what a polygon is. As you can see, there's many different examples right up here. However, it is a closed two-dimensional shape that is flat, but then it also has 3 or more sides. So if you take a look at all of these, you can see how many sides each one of these has. 1, 2, 3, 4. Four-sided shape obviously is going to be a polygon, but a four-sided shape could also be, ta-da, a quadrilateral. So I just wanted to share that with you really quick. However, you can see that all of these other shapes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shapes here, so even pentagons can be considered polygons. A lot of vocabulary here, but I think that we're fine with understanding that. Now, as we get down to the quadrilateral, these are more regular shapes that you've heard about before. However, they are two-dimensional shapes again. They are all closed, they're all flat, but then they also have only 4 sides. So, as you can see here, we have a rhombus, a rectangle, we have a trapezoid, a parallelogram, it looks like we have a square, but then some of the other shapes are irregular. So, you have this shape here, this shape that looks like a kite, and then an arrow, I guess you could kind of say. With that being said, if there are any questions, just let me know. All right. So now that we're done with the vocabulary, I just want to reintroduce to you the tangrams that you learned yesterday. Being able to click on that website, we're going to step it up a notch with the tangrams. So I'm going to come on over here and just click on the screen. Sorry you can't see me for a little bit. We're going to bring up the website. You're still with me, right? Nod your head if you are. We're ready? Go. All right. So clicking on the tangrams, clicking play right in the center. If you remember this, yesterday we did the easy video, or the easy game I should say. Now we're going to click on medium and it steps it up a little bit. So you're going to click on the number 1 medium, and then now you can see there's actual shapes that you need to place in the boat to make this tangram shape. So bringing it on over, remember clicking on it to be able to move it. You have to maneuver it however you see fit, and then from there you can move on. All right. As you click on, you'll be able to see that, hey, some of these shapes don't fit. This is too small for this area, so it has to go in a different area. Okay? So once you get done with the whole boat, hopefully I get done with that pretty quick. Maybe you could even race me. You could replay this video and race me and see if you can get it done faster than I did. All right. So then once you're done, you see the real picture of the boat, and then it's going to go to number 2, and that's when you see this shape. It kind of looks like an H to me. However, this is something that you can do with all 6 of the lessons. All right, does that seem like something you can do? I hope so. It should be fun. All right, so next what we're going to do is go right to the student book page. So on the student book page, I'll give you some time. You can open up that yellow book of yours and turn to page 193. Okay. So now on this, you can see that number 1, you have to circle the 2 polygons. Remember, a polygon, 3-sided figure or more sided figure. Letter B, you have to explain why the other 2 shapes cannot be polygons. Remember, you might have to remember what open and closed means. That might help. So then you go to number 2, 3 of the shapes below are quadrilaterals and 1 is not. Remember what a quadrilateral is. I'm not going to give you that answer. You got to figure it out yourself. And then multiply down below, and then some challenges. Remember, challenges are options, but we would like for you to do them as much as you can. So feel free to go ahead. Now, on the Home Connections page, I do want to review with you area, just because area is involved on the second page of Home Connections. So if you want to look, Home Connections page is 104. So you can open up to your pink book at page 104. However, if you're doing area, a reminder that area is the amount of space that is on the inside, but the amount of squares that are on the inside of the array or shape. So remember, you take whatever the rows and whatever the columns are, multiply those together in order to get the amount of squares that take up that entire space. With that being said, on your Home Connections page, you have to use that knowledge of finding the dimensions on the left and the top, taking those together, and hopefully you know what to do with those numbers now. And then it says you need to say the area of the entire room, the whole room, and then the area of just each girl's part. So it is cut in half. So what do you do with that entire area? Hopefully you know how to do that. And again, the challenge is an optional thing. So that is your lesson for today. I hope you're having a wonderful time. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.